Twib to be baby.
Twib. Freak. You guys gotta be kidding me.
Police, open up!
Praying to God, but the devil's the one listening. Life on pause, but the engine is glistening. Foot all the way down, burying the pedal. Dipping so fast, playing chicken with the metal, hauling ass. But I don't know a thing these days. Every single morning blending into gray. No angle, just another objective on the dash. Is this really living or a slow motion crash? Broken and depressed, thinking about what I had. 70K a year, my own crib, I wasn't mad. Thought I'd change the pace and not a hoe would heal the past. Thought I'd leave my old ways, make the good things last. Fuck no, of course not, I fucked it up too. Blaming the blend, saying we just didn't glue. Did you give up too soon, or should I have stayed? Hoping for change in a trap that we made. Fuck that, a stupid price to have paid.
When opportunity knocks, I get hella unpredictable. Don't get caught behind me.
Quiet as fuck.
Don't you try to find me. Find me. Don't you try to find me. Find me.
Open up the trunk, praying in the night. God bless the luck, we're running from the light. Sun comes up, police everywhere. Bloodstains mixing with the chalk right there. No phone, no whip, had to walk the beat. Speedway on Broadway, smoking in the heat. Plain clothes suits, asking questions to the crowd. Young kids shooting hoops while the sirens get loud. Redirected to reality, laughing all the way. In cahoots with the boots, what can I say? Money makes them flip, they forget their own boots. Trading their souls for some cash and some suits. We've all seen things our parents try to hide. Through behind the eyes, buried deep inside. Bedtime melodies turning into distorted memories. Dormant in the mind like our own worst enemies. Are we innocent or is something deeper protecting us? So the things we couldn't grasp back then can destroy us. I ain't hood, I ain't claiming gangsta status, but my homies might be living in the madness. Learning difference quick from the gang to the game. The street smarts carry, but the stakes ain't the same. There's a lot of things I know better than to speak on. Fossil fuels burning for a heavy soda leak on.
I can smell the whiskey's protection in the air. One spark from the cherry, watch the whole block flare. Eyes wide open, but the mind is speaking fast. The story untold, resurrecting the past. Muscles filled with memory, yet somehow you forget me. There it is again, the ring infuses everything deadly. Everything locks, the scenery replaces. Fully loaded clip, but I feel like empty cases. Tighten up my nerves, break out of the state of mind. 5 years old, wondering how about dying time. A split second shutter, a photograph appears. The one on the fridge from the childhood years. My brother's birthday, just us curb list. And the frequency hits loud and sharp like a twist.
It cuts like a knife, falling backward through the sky. Watching little memories rain down from on high. One hits my brain, right between the eyes. Realizing this is it before the body dies. Moments before the break, the ringing is deafening. Ears dripping like a faucet, total silence threatening. The canvas is falling, the seasons are turning. I'm coughing, it's hot, everything is burning. Not much left in front of me, choking on the ash. Salt water, dark and cold, waiting for the crash. At the end of my rope, ice about to explode. Then a sudden jolt of energy reloads the code. Shaking my frame, separating from my soul. Wake up, goddammit, losing all control. Flashback memory, the vision starts to blur. Who are these people surrounding me, sir? One spark from the cherry, watch it all blur.
Okay, twit. Pull your pants down.
Lay back and relax.